I'm finally done mining. I can just put my stuff back and call it a day. Alright. So my exam recently ended, and I thought to myself, what better way of spending free time is there than to add something everyone loves right into Minecraft? Children. The problem with this is that I am an absolute boomer. I don't know how to make mods at all. Like, I am a digital dinosaur, dude. I have never touched Java in my life. But what I do know is that there are two very popular ways of making mods in Minecraft. The first is using big brain, actual complicated software engineer type Java code, and the second is this nice little sunshine rainbows program called M Creator for little kids. And being the absolute genius that I am, being the man who doesn't know how to code whatsoever, I made the obvious choice. I'm using Java. I'm using Java. Okay, I am smart. To get started with this completely unknown programming language, I decided to use one of the most valuable skills school has taught me. Huh. Nice. The plan is to add children into the game and to make them actually function as hostile mobs. But where would the fun be if they're just normal mobs? After they are sent to a better place, I want them to drop cool custom items, and for those custom items to be used to craft an even more magical, more phantasmagorical custom item. Hey, look at this idiot designing a child, throwing the child into Java, trying to code, and oh, boopity boopity, it doesn't work, he gets an error, doesn't know how to fix it, learns how to code, and then spends 4 hours fixing one error. And now we have a working child. But this child is literally a cool stick. It doesn't even attack me, just wanders around, minding its own business. And the bigger issue is that when I slap the child, it makes the most boring possible noise. And I think we all know this is clearly a very serious issue, because when you beat up a child, you want to feel satisfaction. But this noise doesn't give you any satisfaction, and it doesn't let you know that the child is in fact screaming in pain. But don't worry, we'll fix all of this with the power of editing magic. See, I did the cringe YouTube transition thing, you know, I'm cool, like, I hate myself. But anyways, if I go into survival mode, this child is going to start chasing after me and beat the crap out of me if it gets in range. Now, I would say this is pretty accurate to real life because, you know, children are hormonal, they'll beat the crap out of you if they see you. But for the more interesting part, which is the sound that the child makes, 100% accurate to real life. Alright, so now we're done with step 1 of making the child. Psych, you're wrong, stupid, and I hate you. Because this guy looks like an absolute drone sliding along the floor. Like, I mean, look at this. Since when have you ever seen a child do this in real life? We need to make this as realistic as possible, which is why we're going to be adding walking animations and punching animations. And this was actually quite easy. I just specified the position of all the different joints at different times and slapped it right into Java. What was that? It was in fact not easy whatsoever. But after 6 hours, we finally have a working child. It has idle animations, walking animations, and attack animations. Let's freaking go! Now I hear you asking, why am I using this weird attack animation instead of a normal punch? It's because it's realistic. Go to any playground near you, beat up all the kids there, and all of them are going to do this to you in a futile attempt to beat you up. With the actual children in the game now, I think it's time to finally show what you can do with all of these guys. You can put them all in a cage, you can use them for target practice, you can blow all of them up. This mod adds the things you can't do in real life right into Minecraft. That's right, we are solving real world issues with a Minecraft mod. No need to thank me, no need to thank me, I know, I'm a visionary. But in all seriousness, with step 1 of the master plan being done, it was time to finally add the custom drops right into the game. And I had a lot of brilliant ideas for this, like harvesting the child's organs, or their soul, or a giant red subscribe button that pops out of his corpse. But I'm being boring and I'm just adding a balloon. To do this, I just defined the item and absolutely ripped off the mob drops code for a shulker, slightly modified it, and for once, it worked first try. So essentially, for every child you send to heaven, there's a small chance that they drop a balloon. That's literally it. I spent like 10 minutes doing this. With step 2 of the master plan complete, it was finally time to move on to making the custom craft. But Nairobi, I hear you ask, what custom craft are you going to make? With balloons being one of the most lightweight, smooth, flexible materials, I thought it only made sense to design something where all of these properties could be harnessed for their full potential. And so I'm making a balloon sword. You know, the thing meant for stabbing people. And once again, this was extremely easy to implement. I just defined a sword item and made a custom texture that looks like it's a few pixels away from looking like a pimple, and whacked it right into the game. Let me walk you through the process of getting this sword in the game. You kidnap some children and grab the balloon from their corpse and whack it into a crafting table to get a balloon sword. In the design of the balloon sword, I decided to take a few creative liberties to make up for the really bad texture that I made. The first is that I made the sword a little big, if you can't tell, because as the saying goes, size does matter. Which is really unfortunate for me in real life, but hey, it makes a cool sword. The second thing that I did was to make anything this sword hits to have levitation for 3 seconds. Why did I do this? I don't know, I thought it was funny. Yes! Go to the sun! If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. I wasted over 3 days of my life doing this. Was it worth it? Probably not. But hey, if you want to try this mod out, too bad I'm never releasing it. Also, in this video, I didn't really talk much about the actual coding side. So if you want to know more, check out this tutorial by Kaupandro. It's great. I learned a lot from it. Anyways, subscribe, watch this video.